Hello everyone and welcome for this new episode, and this one is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to talk and comment on my painting process in the background, but I'm mostly going to share my thoughts about art and go on some type of rambling and talk about why you shouldn't care what people think about your art. And it's a paradox because art is all about showing it to others. And depending on your personality, you might already not care about the opinion of others. So if it's your case, this isn't necessarily addressed to you specifically. Well, let's say that it's addressed to my younger self because this issue has held me back at some point in the past, and I wish my future self could have time traveled to say this to me, so let's do this. So you shouldn't care about the opinions of others on your art, or more precisely, what people might think shouldn't affect your art. So I'm really talking about the creative process and the decisions that you have to make during the creative process. And when you are doing your art, you shouldn't be concerned with the possible opinions of others. You can't make your art to please people, so that's first of all impossible. Now, it doesn't mean that you should just do whatever and be happy with mediocrity, because first you should care about what you think about your art, and you should always try to make it as good as possible. It should be true to your vision. And I'm not talking about perfectionism, but about honesty to yourself. Is your art genuinely your vision? Have you decided at some point to change things because you were concerned about how people might react? Did you have, let's say, a provocative new idea, but you decided to remove it because you were afraid of the possible reactions? That's what I'm talking about. But in terms of what you think about your art, you should always strive to be and create the best art that you can. And second of all, if you need to take a risk, take it. Now, the notion of risk is more important in art than most people think. First of all, it's risky for amateurs and collectors because the art that you buy, the art that you like, tells something about you. And when people come to your home, they see the paintings that you collected and they sort of judge you on the basis of that. And of course, it's risky for artists because, you show a part of you that's normally supposed to stay hidden, and that's kind of a risk. Now, in art, some things are more risky than others. Some subjects are very, very low risk. They are low risk of offending or low risk of being boring. So that's kind of the low risk and low reward strategy. But let's say that you have an idea, but it's very sad and dark. Well, there's a risk there because your art will communicate this to people viewing it, and they might have a strong reaction because it might make them feel sad themselves, or they might not like it, or they might judge you on your personality based on your art, thinking that you are a sad and dark person, which isn't true. I mean, the fact that you are painting something sad doesn't necessarily equal to you being a sad person. I mean, sometimes the art is a way to put this outside of you. But you see that there is a risk there, though. So my point is you shouldn't care what people think. And by that, I mean hate or praise. And you can't let it affect your work. If your only goal is to make sure that everyone will like your art and want your paintings on their walls, well, you'll end up making decoration and not art. You'll end up making pretty things that are just meant to be in the background. And true art is not decoration. Now, does this mean that you should not care at all about what people think and just do whatever you want without ever thinking about other people? No. And there's a twist there, because you shouldn't care about the opinions of others, but you should care what people feel when they see your art, and your goal should be to make them feel the same emotions you felt when you were creating the artwork. Now, let people think what they want. Be concerned with how they feel and what they feel, and if it is connected to the feelings that you had when creating the art yourself. And if you do that, the right people will naturally come to you, and you will end up getting only praise, because those who hate your art will just not look at it and not come because it doesn't feel connected to their emotions. And there will be a natural connection with the people who will feel naturally attracted to your art. People like all sorts of things. Some like super light and colorful paintings. Some others like dark and violent art. You can't please everyone. You want to please those who might have an emotional connection with your artistic vision. Be fake and you'll only get fake praises. Be true to yourself, and the right people will come to you and praise your art. Alright, I hope that these ideas can be helpful. They could have been helpful for me at some point earlier in my career or in my life, because I was really too concerned about people's reaction, and I was sort of holding back. I was putting a lot of ideas on the side, ideas that were that could have been great, but I was sort of afraid to go all the way, and yeah, it held me back at some point, and so I hope that sharing these ideas can help you. So don't care about what people think, just do something that's genuinely true to yourself. Alright, that's it for the ramblings of the week. I hope that everyone's doing alright. I see you for the next episode, and until then, have fun painting, have fun making art, and see you later. Bye.